What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You saw it in the thumbnail. I'm pretty damn excited to bust this open. We've got the new Lattafa Khamrah Dukhan. So, randomly, Perfume Box texted me the other day. They're like, hey, has anybody sent you the new Khamrah flanker? Did you buy it yet? I said, no. Had a feeling you might send it to me. He's like, all right, I'm going to send it your way. So, here we go. So, this came via in compliments of Perfume Box, but just because they sent it, it don't mean a damn thing. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And if it falls in between, I'll tell you why it feels it falls in between. But I'm excited because Khamrah was hype justified when it came out a few years ago. Then Khamrah Kawa, where they added the coffee, I think just made it a superior fragrance, whereas now I don't even know what the notes are. I've seen pictures of the bottle, but I haven't looked at the notes because I knew I was either going to grab it. I was planning on grabbing it in the next week or so. I was either going to grab it or it might end up getting sent my way. And here we are. We have it. We're going to bust it open. We're going to give it a sniff, see what I think I'm getting from it, cross-reference with what the actual notes are, and we'll give it a first impressions rating. And I was going to wear this today. It's actually a little chilly. It's like 55 degrees, 50 degrees currently. So we got a mild enough day today that'll get to like the high 60s to where I'm wearing this today. As long as it's not terrible anyways. Stay tuned. Bust this bad boy open. So same presentation, just more of a like dark cherry kind of color than before. Even have a little bit of red on the faux wood look to the box. Some information on the back. 100 ml eau de parfum. Information on the bottom. Nice and easy, just in case. Just in case, because I'll be damned if it wasn't crooked in the son of a bitch. So just to show you what it'll come like. Usually have it like that with the little mirror behind it. I don't keep it. I'm going to toss it, but there you go. And then word to the wise, because I did mess up my original Khamrah bottle. When you pull it, don't just yank on it, because over time that collar is going to come off. You got to twist, and it'll pop off because of the way this is actually seated. See the way it's seated? Has that rim? It'll actually pop the damn thing off because I messed up the collar. It actually pulls the collar off over time by just pulling at it with my original Khamrah bottle, and learned my lesson for the second go round, but with Khamrah Kawa, but the same exact cap as the other two. But the difference here is the color scheme to the bottle and the atomizer color. It actually is the best looking one. It's got this purplish hue that goes into this like ambery tone. I do like that like plum metallic kind of look that it's got going on here. Ooh, they upgraded the atomizer. That's just a little half spritz. Look. Still a lot of cinnamon spice. It still has Khamrah. Still has that Khamrah DNA. It's not as sweet though. This is the biggest departure from the sweetness of the original, at least in this opening. This is the fruitiest and the spiciest of the bunch. Now, is this supposed to be similar to the new Angel Share flanker, Parody, or however you pronounce it? I don't know. I haven't tried that one. I've heard it's just like super fruity, tropical Angel Share. And this kind of fits that mold. But I haven't smelled that one. So I don't know. It's a guess. It's an assumption here. I don't know. It smells great, though. That's what's important, though. As far as how it relates to anything else, I don't know. Other than its own line. I'd be shocked if that's not cinnamon. It still smells like a spoonful of cinnamon and fruits. Like really juicy fruit, making my mouth water. It's even a touch smoky. Wasn't expecting that. So I just got to say what's on my mind here. They did it again, and this is, I don't want to say better than Khamrah Kawa. I enjoy it equally as much, maybe a little more, but that doesn't mean it's a better fragrance because they're still a different fragrance because that's loaded with coffee. And I love it. It's legitimately, for the money, one of the best coffee fragrances you can get for like 30, 40 bucks, you know? And it's in Burlington's, and like the Lattafas are hitting rack stores and stuff, so like it's widely available. This is spicier than it is fruity. This is spicier than it is sweet. It is the spiciest of the three so far. Yeah, I get a little bit of a like smoked wood nuance with loads of cinnamon spice still. Let's pull up the notes, see what we're working with. Let's see if Parfumo has it listed. We'll check them first. They do have it. 8.0 out of 10, just 5 ratings so far. But let's see what we got. They don't list any accords. We got mandarin orange, pimento, and smoked spices. Well, now it makes all of the sense, doesn't it? I'm saying I get this smoky accord. I'm sure there's a woody note of some kind. We got incense as well. So I'm going all over the place. Top, mandarin, pimento, and smoked spices. The heart, cistus. So we got cistus labdanum. That could be a couple things. Could be leathery, could be ambery. Does a few things. Frankincense, more smoky nuance. Orange blossom and patchouli. Amber benzoin, praline, tobacco, and tonka beans. So we don't have a woody note. I do get a little bit of a woody note, though. It could be part of what's in that smoked spices accord, because that accord is going to be created by several different oils to just create this smoky, spicy accord, right? This is setting in to be a bit more like almost syrupy sweet. And it's interesting that the only fruitiness here is a citrus note of mandarin orange, but it's very much enhanced. It's thick. Like I would have thought more like sweet fruit because of the way all these accords are balancing together. More sweet fruit than fresh, juicy citrus. That's why I didn't guess anything orange or citrus related. I was thinking a sweeter fruit. It's definitely got some sweetness because we got praline and tonka bean to sweeten things up. And that praline's probably what's giving this thing the sweetness juice. What do I don't mean literal juice, like giving it that juice, that push, that strength, you know, because it's the sweetness is coming to life more. But that smoked spice accord, there's cinnamon there. It's not, the pimento's not the only thing working here. I think that smoked spice accord is full of cinnamon. This is pretty addictive. This is addictive on a level of how this is addictive. This is Teriyaki Intense from Lattafa, my favorite Lattafa fragrance. This is plum liqueur and cinnamon. Not the same level of fruity. This is clearly a little boozy, but as far as like fruity spicy, kind of akin to one another. I would say while they're not the exact same fragrance, they walk a similar path. These are kind of redundant. Which, if this is my favorite Lattafa fragrance, that should tell you how I'm feeling about this, right? Lattafa's killing it with these sweet and spicy fragrances. Very designer-esque with the quality. I wouldn't say it's on par of anything niche. I can just keep smelling this and smelling this. Here's the thing. Do I want to just like overpower people at the gym? Because this spray and a half that I got on my hand is going to be pumping off my skin at the gym. Because I'll be at the gym in a few hours. I'll refresh with sprays around the neck later. I'm probably only going to do like 3 sprays. This smells really strong. It's like really, really strong. This is going to be a beast. There's no two ways about it. That's not an assumption. It's a spoiler. It's basically what it is. It's a spoiler. This is going to be like really freaking strong. Now, if you didn't like Khamrah, if you like really spicy fragrances, smoked spices, that's so fitting that that's an accord in the top. If you like smoked spices with a nice juicy sweetness, because it's like this juicy sweet fruit smell. It's not really much on the earthy side. Maybe as it dries down, we'll get more of an earthy smell because we got tobacco and patchouli hanging out in this fragrance in the heart and base. And there's a touch of earthiness, but it's overwhelmed by this smoky, spicy, sweet stuff going on at the top. So if you didn't like the over-the-top sweetness of Khamrah, you may like this one because the sweetness isn't the main player. If you're not a coffee fan, you probably didn't like Khamrah Kawa, you may like this. If you really like either of the first two, you're probably going to love this one because, gun to my head, I'd probably keep this one over the 3. This one's more my taste. because again, this is my favorite Lattafa fragrance currently in my collection. It has been since it came out, basically. And I akin these to one another. So these are my two favorite Lattafa fragrances now. Problem is they're redundant. And somebody's going to ask, well, which one would you get? It comes down to, do you want more fruity boozy? Because this is more fruity and boozy than this is. This is spicier and smoky. This doesn't really have any smokiness. This has a lot of spice, but this is fruity and boozy. That's the thing. Do you want fruity booze? Or do you want more smokiness and even more spice? But they're still kind of akin to one another. 9 out of 10. Outstanding. Just like I felt about this one. 9 out of 10. I could barely smell this the first time I sprayed it, and then I started spending more time with it. I let it macerate for about a week, and it strengthened up exponentially. And then I'm doing a full review. Love it. I believe I gave this a 9 out of 10. I feel the same about this. People are going to love this. This is going to get hype. This is going to be every damn TikTok video you see in the fragrance. If you're on the fragrance algorithm, there's going to be loads of reviews on YouTube. There's going to be people talking about it on Instagram and Facebook, and then there's going to be people that want to be part of the cool kids club because it's popular to shit on it and try to nitpick it to death and find reasons to like it, even though they probably kind of do like it, because that's just how wild this community. I got to do air quotes every time I say community, because it's wild. This is going to get a lot of hype. This is going to get a lot of hype. Blind buy at your own risk. Just because I'm saying 9 out of 10, you may think it's like a 6. You may think it's a 10. Only you can be your actual judge. Only you can prevent forest fires. Right? Smokey the Bear popped in my head. Kind of fitting, though, because it's Smokey. Just for the name alone. Not the forest and the bear. I know. I'm having fun. Maybe somebody laughed. Maybe he's like, wow, that's corny. I don't know. But the fragrance is damn good. I would recommend, mainly if you like teriyaki intense, you like that style. If you like either of the first two and you want to see the spicier, smokier evolution of the scent profile, you're going to like it. And if you're looking for a monster, I can pretty much guarantee this is a monster because it's pumping off of my hand. It is like obnoxiously strong. And that oil sheen is not quitting. Let's see if I can get the light to hit it. There we go. We got to go that angle. Rose is nice and shiny. Yeah, first impressions on this one, 9 out of 10. Well, that's my initial thoughts on Khamrah Dukhan from Lattafa. Thank you for tongue twister. Thank you to Perfume Box for sending this my way. I do appreciate it. Shout outs to you. I know you'll see this video. There's a link down below if you want to check it out from them. Of course, you don't have to buy a damn thing to check out my videos. I just appreciate you coming and check out the video in the first place. Yeah, I'm going to wear this today. Not a lot of sprays, though. 3 sprays. Corner, like behind the ear kind of thing on the neck, and then directly behind the neck. And that's going to be it. I'll be sniffing on this till later this afternoon when I get back from the gym, because this spray and a half on my hand, it's going to be rolling. If you want more of an update on performance beyond this, make sure to check out my weekly rotation video later this Sunday. It's Tuesday at the recording of this, so a handful of days from now, I'll be able to update in performance. But happy to have it. It's going to be a hype beast. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.